Hey y'all, I am Terry Ray, commonly known as Miss Terry in the library. I am the Teen Programming and Services Coordinator at the Public Library of Enid and Garfield County. I have a couple of other credentials as well, but what I would really like to do is tell you about this super cool book. Snapdragon by Kat Lee was originally published in February of 2020. It is on several best books lists, including Best Children's Books of 2020 for Teens, Book List Top 10 Graphic Novels for Youth, Best Books for Kids 2020. Additionally, Snapdragon is a Civil Awards 2020 nominee for graphic novels. The Civil Awards aim to recognize authors and illustrators that combine high literacy merit and popular appeal. I would not be surprised if this one were nominated for and received a Stonewall Award. Kat Lee both authored and illustrated Snapdragon. The personal information for her online is a bit ambiguous, which I think is fantastic. We should get to know authors and creators in organic ways through their work, not just by Googling them. Kat currently lives in Chicago. Maybe she grew up where I did in central Illinois. Be interesting to find out. Kat got her start by publishing comics online. In addition to Snapdragon, she is on the creative team for Lumberjanes. She also created Super Cakes and has a brand new graphic novel called Thirsty Mermaids. Snapdragon is both the name of the book and the name of the main character. It is a wonderful story about a young girl and her group of people that are not just friends, but they're the family that chooses to be family. They are a great group. Let's meet them. This is Snap, and she is super cool. She is a bit tomboyish. She doesn't find the same things cool that other girls do, and the things that she thinks are cool, people usually think are gross. But she is really not afraid to stand up for herself, and I would love to have her as a friend. The next person we meet is Jax, and everybody in town seems to think Jax is a witch. But Snap's not afraid of her, mostly because she doesn't believe in witches and she kind of thinks witch movies are cool. And then they form a great friendship over the bones of animals. Yeah, when she's working outside, Jax wears this black garb, so she's got the big black hat and a black long jacket. And in a lot of ways, she reminds me of Granny Weatherwax from Discworld. But is she really a witch? And what does it mean to be a witch? Maybe she's just a kooky old lady. Inside, however, Jax reminds me of many women that I know. She's kind of old lady goals. I even like that she uses the term the internets because that's how I talk. I would love to have Jax as a friend, and I think she's a great character. Snap's other friend is Lewis, and Lewis shares a bedroom with brothers. And here we see in one of the beginning scenes of their friendship, they're sitting on the roof, and Lewis has just painted his fingernails, and now he's talked Snap into letting him paint her toenails, even though that's not really her thing. So here we're going to have some trigger warnings. I don't usually do trigger warnings for books, but this one got me really emotional in super positive ways. I'm also going to try not to have too many spoilers, but a couple spoilers. So, fairly early on in the storyline, we find that Lewis is actually Lulu, and that transition happens very quickly and very naturally and normally. And there isn't any stigma about it. It's just that this is Lulu. And I love that about this story. They are just two kids who don't really fit the gender norms and they just enjoy hanging out with each other and accepting each other exactly as they are, which is a super cool representation to see on the printed page. The other thing that is super cool is it's not just Snap that totally accepts Lulu. Snap's mom totally accepts Lulu. And there's a scene where Snap and Lulu have traded clothes, except Snap gave Lulu mom's skirt, and mom's like, yeah, I don't ever wear it. That's cool. Is it going to be cool with your parents? And Lulu's like, I don't know. And then there's this scene that really got me where Snap's not sure that she really behaves like a girl. And she's like, I don't know, I don't act right. And her mom's like, wait, hold up. You are exactly who you are supposed to be. And that's super awesome. There's also magic, though. Let's not forget the magic. It totally reminds me of this relationship between Granny Weatherwax and Tiffany from Discworld. Yeah, so Snap wants to be a witch, and she wants Jax to teach her how to be a witch, and Jax does. But just like Granny Weatherwax, Jax is a no nonsense kind of witch. We don't need wands, we don't need a hat or familiar or a broom, that kind of thing. We don't do that kind of hocus pocus. And of course, Snap being into witches is kind of sad about that at first. And then some stuff happens. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens. But Jax is really mentoring this young person into being a witch. And there are other ties into Snap's family, which is a super cool thread in there. You see the motorcycle helmet, the motorcycle plays a big part. This is just a great piece of literature in graphic novel form about friendship and family. I love that we have a black main character, we have LGBTQ representation, and none of it comes from a place of pain, which is something that we see so often. This is just regular people, and it's a great story. I hope you add it to your collection.